All right, the last part of this lesson, examples 8 and 9, we are going to use some application for composite functions. So example 8 says the volume V of a right cylinder or circular cylinder of height h and a radius is V equals pi r squared h if the height is 5 times the radius. Express the volume as a function of r. So this is not as a function of r because you have two variables here. You have your radius and your height. You would have to know both radius and height. So to express this as a volume of only r, we need to replace this h with something that r equals. And they're telling us right here that my height equals 5 times my radius. So height is h, is my equal sign, 5 times the radius is your 5r. So now take your function and replace your h with what h equals, which is 5r. So we get v equals pi r squared times my h of 5r. And now we can simplify a little bit. 5r squared times 5r, or have 5 pi, which is just two numbers being multiplied together. That's 5 times 3.14. And then r squared times r is r cubed. Okay, so can you kind of see how this is a composite where I have a function and I'm plugging it into another one? 9, the surface area S in square meters of a hot air balloon is given by S of R equals 4 pi r squared, where r is the radius of the balloon in meters. If the radius is increasing with time in seconds, according to the formula, here's my r of t equals 2/3 t cubed. Find the surface area S of the balloon as a function of time t. So again, find the surface area of the balloon as a function of time. This is a function of radius, of r. I want to know, as the time, how that affects my surface area. So if my r equals, this is just r of t, but if my r equals 2/3 t cubed, take this and replace your r with it. So this becomes S equals 4 pi in place of my r. This is 2/3 t cubed, and then you still have its r squared, so you still have the squared on the outside. Okay, we have to remember our exponent rules. This means everything inside is getting squared. So I'm not going to do that. So 2/3 squared is 4/9. 2 squared, 3 squared, 4/9. And then t cubed, all squared is t to the 6th. You multiply. So 3 times 2 gives you 6. So now we can just simplify this a little bit further. 4 times 4/9 is 16/9. And then pi t to the 6th. So now I have my surface area as a function of time and not as a function of the radius.